You make Daddy a sandwich.
So, there's a new game on the block. I came across VRising while I was staring aimlessly at the Steam homepage because I am addicted to League of Legends, and ever since Vanguard I had to quit it, so now my existence seems to have less meaning than before. Anyway, VRising can best be described as the love child of Bug Survival Evolved, Diablo 4, The Forest, Rust, Guild Wars, and Twilight. If you're a fan of sparkly vampires though, this may not be for you. The game characters may not exactly be the Twilight-level supermodels, but it looks aesthetic. And like real vampires. Plus you get to customize them quite a bit. There is a lot to do in the game. For one, you can turn to a wolf. And
on all levels except physical, I am a wolf.
now talking about the game, it fucking slaps. One of the most notable things that make games like these work is, of course, the atmosphere. In this comparison, you can see that VRising 2 opted for a lot of gloomy, winter-based colors. This portrays both the mood as well as the cold that is present in the game. The lack of bright colors and constant presence of winter ones works brilliantly to create an eerie atmosphere. The sound score also does a good job in maintaining immersiveness, and personally was one of the first things to draw me into the game. As you forage throughout the forest, you run into enemies of varying difficulty levels. The combat is simple unless you increase your difficulty. The HUD below is very similar to the one in other open-world games, notably Guild Wars 2. Hence, if that is something you're familiar with, the gameplay would be very easy to get hang of. After you forage stuff like stones, wood, plant fibers, you are able to build yourself a cozy little cottage. You can build a sawmill to refine materials, a workbench to upgrade your weapons. You also build something called a castle heart, which is basically the heart of your castle. You also build something called a castle heart, which is basically the heart of your castle. You use the blood you collected from animals to fortify and protect your castle. The game, as I mentioned before, is massively open world, which gives you the opportunity to, if you don't want to do anything else, just run around the entire world. Personally, I'm a fan of these kinds of games that really give it a more realistic feel. After a few levels you get to go on quests where your task is to find bigger prey and use blood magic to learn different spells. This gives you a great avenue to pick and choose your playstyle. Other kinds of magic like chaos, frost, unholy also exist in game. Another notable thing that is kind of fun to play around is that when the sun comes out, it starts burning you and you start losing HP quick. There are also other options like for garlic resistance, which alludes to the fact that the game embraces all the myths about vampires beautifully. And I'm not gonna lie, I love it. So all in all, is the game worth your money? In my eyes, yes. It's definitely an experience, and if you're new to this genre, this is a great introduction. It has a lot to do, great smooth easy to learn gameplay, a new budding community, beautiful graphics, and music, and you can choose how competitive you want to be. The game is still pretty new and I'm super excited to see where it goes. If there's any other game, do drop it down below for me to take up next. I'm an amateur gamer who loves games, but games don't love me. I may be trash, but hey, at least I'm an enthusiastic trash. Thanks for watching. Bye.